Welcome to what will soon be a video game. One that no one recognizes. I had heard about it years ago from the Splatterhouse thread, and never since. Not until yesterday. It was never released in America, so I can hardly be blamed.
Yeah, and even when it did get a European release, it was ridiculously limited.
Yeah, it seems to be primarily just for a Japanese audience.
Opening theme kicks ass though.
It really does. It's in the mood. There we go. Forgot to reset my bitrate. We are ready to splatter like a master. Oh, I should have shown the options screen. That's kind of creepy. Hopefully I remember on the way out. I have never watched this incredibly deep lore cutscene in the past when I tested this game.
Oh yeah, this game is the Dark Souls of parody brawlers.
So anime.
It's sort of like a weird cross between, if you remember the Maximo games. It's like a sort of almost like a cross between that and the original Splatterhouse with a bit of parody is for good measure.
Yeah. So I guess we just were an actual scarecrow. It's an inspiring backstory. Does explain why the first level is the Crow Field. It'll tell us when we load in.
Just sewing up bad guys at the old farmstead.
Yeah. Although right now, we're barehanded.
Ninja run!
It's true. Like, goofier. That's what the ninja run actually looks like when you do it as a high school student who thinks it's cool because you saw it in an anime. I don't know what these monsters are supposed to be. They look like shark eggs.
Or possibly teeth.
Yeah. But like ridiculously rotten teeth.
Black teeth.
Yep. We have a chicken that's also a fish with an exposed brain.
Hopefully that's not what they were farming around here.
Seriously. Just barely grab that heart. Don't know what money does, but might as well get it. It's a video game after all.
Yeah. You buy upgrades from a shop between levels. Or mid-level, I forget. It's been a while since I played it.
You should see soon enough then.
Yeah.
This first level at least offers very little resistance. Just silly ass monsters.
It will get remarkably tough, let me assure you.
Looking forward to it. Look at how much blood was in that frog.
Maybe it turns out they were actually farming blood.
Possibly. Certainly watering their crops with blood. Making blood corn.
Blood corn.
We don't even have a heavy attack button. There's literally one attack button at the moment. You're either punching or you're not.
It'll change soon.
Yeah, I mean, the title screen showed us with a chainsaw. And we keep picking up gas cans.
Yep, you have a fuel meter for a reason.
Yep, we're powering up our fists. Fuel-powered fists.
Full of beans! Could explain where the gas comes from.
The first strategic area, we have to lure this thing into charging past us when it attacks. Come on. There it goes. Then we kick its wheels off. Oh, I didn't know the explosion.
Close to the explosion.
Yep. Last thing I thought was that it would cause environmental damage. My bad. Never again shall I underestimate this game. Its incredible depth. So this was part of the Simple series, aptly named.
Yep.
Just a shitload of games published by Namco Bandai from a wide variety of developers, all at a budget price.
Hideo Kojima worked on this one. Which is surprising.
I believe it.
He didn't even work for Bamco at the time.
Yep. It seemed like they just published anything that any freelancer wanted to make.
Basically, the Simple series is where we get such gems as the Onechanbara series and EDF, which was first released in Europe but then a bit the US as Global Defense Force, GDF. The first couple of games came out on the PS2, and there was a strategy game as well, GDF Tactics, which did not catch on whatsoever.
That's the giant bug game, in case you don't recognize the various titles that it apparently has in different regions.
To save our Mother Earth from every alien attack, and so forth. Also, hit L1 and R1 at the same time.
Oh. Nice. Good to know that now. Glad the game doesn't have anything in the way of tutorials. Death Crow. It's hard to dodge.
Killing 3 or more monsters, but it freezes the action, leaving behind a sea of gold and blood. The gold bonus grows exponentially based on the death toll and enemy type.
So that's what the smash counter is on the side there. We're out of gas. We're running low on health. Music is far better than it should be.
Oh yeah, music in this is not exactly catchy. Mm-hmm. You won't find yourself humming it, but it is very good.
Gotta see our dismembered corpse.
So I kind of want that logo as a tattoo. That is so cool.
Unsurprisingly, we go all the way back to the very beginning of the stage.
Yeah, the problem is you only get one life, and it only checkpoints at the beginning of a stage.
Yeah. So...
there is only 7 stages, and you can beat the game in about 45 minutes. Not much in the way of unlockables, so... You can say it's artificial difficulty, or padding, or you can say, well, balance.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dirt simple game. I believe this was part of the Simple 2000 series, which you might think would be the year, because it came out around that time. But that's actually the price point in yen. It cost 2,000 yen on release.
Yep, every game was designed as a new budget title, designed to be right about the $20 price point.
Yeah.
The fact that there was literally like 150 games kind of suggests that whatever they were doing it right.
True, yeah. And apparently they were noted for being of notably high quality. And I've gone berserk. I guess this will last until my fuel meter runs out.
Yep.
Nice. Got a little revengeance thing going on.
Rules of agriculture, maybe?
Something like that.
That's how the song goes, right?
Must be. Let's real quick check something here. Okay. F1, F3 for future reference.
Save and reload.
Yeah. We're gonna need that.
Well, I heartily recommend it.
Yeah. This game was made for emulators. Or severe arcade fans.
Yeah.
It's kind of random when this tractor actually decides to charge. There's very little tell.
Seems to be when you get to the side of them, maybe?
Something like that. It tries to push itself so that it is no longer at your side. It tries to get you in front of it at all costs. Can't believe that frog got me. Real stingy with drops. I mean, we get plenty of money. So far, that is it.
Yeah. Again, whether you want to see that as a balance thing or a padding thing or special difficulty, again, it depends on personal point of view.
Yep, might even be because we're on medium difficulty. I didn't kick it down to easy. Although I assume difficulty only affects the number of hearts you have. Given that this is very Splatterhouse influenced.
Also makes the enemies take a little bit more damage.
Possibly. But in Splatterhouse,
easy,
it was only your max health.
Difficulty.
Yeah.
But to be honest, this isn't really a game that you play for the challenge.
True, yeah. Nothing. That just
Punch
covers
that
the whole
bird
screen.
right in his stupid crow face.
Oh, I shall. I'm comboing him good. Is this an infinite combo? Got the chainsaw going. Oh yeah, bisected.
Nice.
What a mess.
Okay, so it is revengeance then.
Yep. The way the character model bounced around was astounding. That was worth it all. Didn't even need the save states. But good to have that fallback.
Now, little scarecrow dude goes off to college.
Yeah, I'm already in the street somehow.
Again, the music is far better than it has any right to be.
Oh yeah. Soundtrack whips, the monster designs are really, really good. A little repetitive, there aren't enough, but the ones that exist are quite good. Environments are excellent. Oh, that's a falling trap. Fair enough.
Just like the Turtles in Time arcade game.
Yep.
And here's the first shop of the game.
It ran me over. Is that what shops are supposed to do?
Not in my experience, but then again, I don't leave the house very often.
Fair enough. How am I gonna spend my money if the shops are running me over? Chainsaw Rampage. Speaking of Turtles in Time, though, this could really go for a like multiplayer co-op sort of thing.
Yeah.
I recently learned that the original Splatterhouse was intended to have multiplayer co-op.
Yeah, that's right. The code was still found in the arcade ROM.
Yeah. It is almost playable in co-op. If you put a very simple change to the code, you can play the game co-op, and it is very buggy, but functional.
Just a shame that the game is hard enough on with one player, but with two it becomes ridiculously chaotic.
True, yeah. There's a classic shop owner. I've worked retail, so that is a common uniform that I've seen very often. Had to wear it myself plenty of times. Very dangerous mask would be nice.
So did they provide the booty shorts, or did you have to get your own?
I Daisy Duked my own shorts. Usually you don't say duked your shorts in a sexy context.
No, duking your shorts, not advisable under any circumstances.
Truly. Definitely need more max life. Double jump? Probably gonna need that eventually. Although
Yeah,
guard...
double jump is nice to have, but not particularly useful.
Yeah.
Guard, I remember being difficult to... It's one of those things where it's not hard to use, but the collision detection can be a bit iffy.
That's not much of a surprise. Oh, hey. That's also not much of a surprise.
Oh god, I'm having flashbacks!
Truly. Must we
This
only
is
play
Ellen
games?
Weir in it.
Yeah, we can only play games where you have to platform with a fixed camera angle.
On the plus side, they're not moving.
True. Not yet. There's your checkpoint. Just nudge ourselves along.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Okay, we made it. Surely that's
way
the
you were
hardest part of the
nudging
whole game.
forward there kind of looked like you were pelvic thrusting your way across the platforms.
That's what I was going for. Beat up the pig gargoyles.
Is it just me, or do the gargoyles kind of look like one of the gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Possibly, yeah. I could see that being
Disney
voiced by
version.
Jason Alexander.
Yep. Just ever so slightly on the right side of copyright violation.
Oh, now the floor is dropping out beneath us. I played this segment in Splatterhouse 2010.
Why am I suddenly thinking of Tremors?
Candy burgers. Delicious.
Okay, so here we get to the Invader Zim stage.
I don't trust these burgers. I think they're gonna try and kill me. What do I do here?
Maybe hit the sign?
It won't let me over there.
Can you jump attack it, maybe?
Hey. There's a ladder around the side of the thing, but I can't reach it.
Kind of looks like you need to like swing it towards the mascot thing.
That could be. There's some kind of gimmick going on here.
Yeah.
Maybe we could punch the burgers back at the Bob's Big Boy?
Possibly.
We can smack him around. I punched one, but the trajectory... Oh, lasers, too.
Seeing if I can find any kind of guides or anything.
Yeah, they blow up really fast, those burgers. Now it went into outer space. There we go.
Punch it towards the sign.
I got one hit in. So this does appear to be a gimmick fight where you send the bombs back at the head. So this water laser attack is a total waste of my time. Can't move while punching. Yeah, that exploded me.
Let's see. So I found a playthrough on YouTube.
I mean, I got it. I knocked a quarter of the boss's health off.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
ridiculously hard.
Yeah, you actually need to punch them back towards them.
Yeah. If the burgers don't feel like that, they don't go. It's only going to take a few. But even one is nigh impossible. Well then.
It wouldn't be so bad if they would just, head towards the boss no matter how you hit them, but...
Yeah. You gotta catch them in the right spot. No, they all went to the bottom of the screen that time.
Seems like you need to hit them on, the first bounce.
That is what has worked so far. They explode for a super long time. As long as that sprite is on screen, they're still exploding. There we go, yeah. If you play it like tennis, you can't get hit in there right when it lands.
Also, did you see what happened with the second hit?
The head turned into a robot?
Yep.
Like an exposed
A nice
brain?
Big robotic brain.
Naturally. It's super hard to judge depth. We're actually not in profile this time. We're at a slight angle
it's
towards
like
the boss.
Like a 30-degree angle or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
It is. It's not sprite work, these are all 3D models, but the designs and stuff are still fantastic. So far, batting 1,000 on everything but gameplay. The Splatterhouse way. I was surprised to see that this...
Concept, execution lacking.
Yeah, this game actually has a tag on Twitch. Like, we may not be the first humans who have ever played it on Twitch.
Well, from here, it looks like you still got it Salt and Sacrifice.
How did I not tag it properly? Because the tag it does exist.
Yeah. No, you've still got it listed as Salt and Sacrifice.
God damn it.
Whoops.
I could fix that, though.
No, leave it. Maybe people will come in thinking, oh, nice, relaxing Salt and Sacrifice streak. What the hell?
Now I gotta fix it now that I'm dead. Why did I go and check yesterday and then not change it? What is wrong with me?
It is a mystery. For anyone who was expecting this to be Salt and Sacrifice, we're very sorry. Please
We're
stick around, though.
barely sorry.
Trying to make everyone, think that we're actually not defrauding their views. Is that a thing you can do? I don't think that's a thing you can do.
I believe it. Toss me a burger, Candy. I got work to do. Okay, they landed behind me, of course. Okay, got one.
Okay, now save.
We must get the robot head exposed. Oh, went the wrong way.
Yes, welcome to the burger punching stream.
Okay, there we go. Probably just cut like an hour of burger punching off of the end of the stream.
I mean, there was someone who spent like 3 months streaming themselves getting to level 99 in Final Fantasy VII in the very first area, Mako Reactor. So this wouldn't even be in like the top 100 most tedious streams ever.
It's true. Someone was going for the world record in Mario 64 16 star and streamed nonstop until they succeeded. Which took several weeks.
So they streamed until they beat the record.
Then yeah.
Wow, that genuinely sounds like hell on earth.
Yep. That is one of the most competitive records in speedrunning as well. So there's no small feat. Damn it. Where are the burgers? Guess we're gonna save after every successful hit.
That which I desire.
Yeah, this laser attack is a total just waste of time. Seems like the head will do it more frequently if you're further away. That's, yeah, anecdotal and inconsistent.
Yes.
That's getting a save.
That's staying in.
Oh. Let's wait for a second. That was the laser second, of course. Oh, cornered.
I don't know what you can do there.
Yep. How did I manage to save while standing right next to an explosive burger?
Question I ask myself frequently.
Yep. It's in the FAQ. Hey,
Exploding burgers. Why?
Rude. Sound effects have changed. That's a nice touch.
So is it me or do the burgers look bigger?
It might have gotten easier with each phase.
Hmm.
I think I was just getting more and more practiced.
Yeah.
Now to let us spend money between phases.
Well, now we've got prepared customer status.
Yeah. More HP. I need it. Finally away from the burgers.
Now to the Cat in the Hat factory.
Same enemy types, though.
Yeah, game's not really much for, new visual flair or anything.
It's a bit efficient, you might say.
Mm.
Damn it, I knew that was gonna happen. Huh. Activated break while I was already in break, and again.
Yep, if you've got the chainsaws out, as long as you kill more than 1 or 2 enemies at the same time, you get a gold bonus. Because you started with, 70 gold, and now you're up to 480.
Oh, wow. Oh, hey. Counter Jasons. The Go arrow was not pointing where we needed to go.
Have mastered the mask.
It's true. And copyright infringement. The ultimate skill for selling your video game. I assume we have to press these buttons.
Yeah. Puzzle complete.
Damn it. And I got smushed. That's a welcome change of gameplay, unlike the kicking back burgers.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the Turtles arcade game was a big influence in this.
As usual.
Like the one of the stages, there's a big wrecking ball that keeps dropping on you.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it to take enemies out. Doesn't speed up though.
Yeah. You can't move while attacking nor while being attacked. So they were counting on that. Okay. Got a big heart and a snail with an eyeball.
It's the cops. Cheese it. I'm not going back to jail.
Can't do another nickel.
It's like if Junji Ito designed sloths.
These missiles have good homing. It's like a mini-boss. Not anymore, though. Oh. Never mind. Plenty more.
Okay, so maybe it is a bit like God of War.
Tiny bit.
Thank God for friendly fire.
Yep.
No, they've also mastered blocking.
Yep. David Jaffe would love to hear that, like, a 2002 budget game that was never meant for worldwide release is comparable to God of War.
Kind of weird that the snail cops are technically the smartest enemies we've fought so far.
Yeah, seriously. Although these flying guys, they're avoidant of us, at least. That's pretty smart on their part. Okay, let's see how they hold up to chainsaws. Not very well.
Not very well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Whoa. You can get juggled really, really badly. No iframes until you hit the ground. Maybe this is salt and sacrifice. Every time I jump, I fly forward because I think I have, like, inverse momentum or something.
Weird.
Yep. And I didn't save. These conveyor belts are not very well programmed.
No, they are not.
Not that that's terribly surprising. Let's immediately go berserk.
You started off with 40. Let's see what you get by the end of it.
All depends on how much they feel like not getting stuck on the geometry and actually coming to fight me. Because I haven't gotten any extra breaks this time. I was actually trying to grab the ledge there.
Wrong game.
Yeah, seriously. Wrong console generation. And you again. Miss having mid-level shops, which only happened once, but it was nice.
Well, not every game can be beautiful, Joel, unfortunately.
That is very unfortunate. Just go for it. Okay, if you jump, the thing will also hit you. Good to know.
That's... Huh.
This level is cruel. At least we can skip that scene. Huh.
Okay, so you can cancel out?
Yeah, apparently. I guess if you want to save your fuel.
Okay, so that time you got about 280 gold.
Yeah, definitely
So you
perform
can
much
really,
better there.
really rack up the muns if you try.
Yep. And of course, get lucky.
Yeah.
But if I were better at the mechanics of the game, I would be able to manipulate them
Yeah.
for
That's the
fabulous
problem
prices.
with sort of, I don't want to say badly programmed, but definitely lower budget games, is you're never sure if you're actually learning the mechanics, if you're just exploiting them.
Yeah.
Okay, save.
Done. 1 second ahead of you.
I'm not repeating this shit again.
Solve the puzzle.
I swear those trash dogs look like a Crash Bandicoot bad guy.
Yeah, they do look out of place everywhere.
There's one in particular, I think it was Ripperoo. Looked kind of like that, except it was just normal dog coloured in a straitjacket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we can't fight, as the press will crush us if we throw a single punch.
Yeah, and the fact it speeds up definitely doesn't help any.
The enemies aren't getting crushed. There's one. If we get hit, we're guaranteed to get crushed. Get some on the rebound at least.
Wouldn't be so bad if the dust cloud did damage or something.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh yeah, now it gets them.
Yep. It starts with a nice slow press. Then they go right for the hyper press.
Yeah, we like this press. Can we not keep this one?
Would have reassigned the save button if I'd known it would be so useful here. F1 is a pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah, just reassign it to one of the triggers.
Yep. They're not used in this game. Press the triggers right now. Okay, last one. Nope. Of course not.
Then there's this asshole.
Okay. We did smash him. Lots of fuel here. Worth it. Apparently the snails just die instantly. Or not. Oh, these things. I hate these things so much. Why did they make them fly? Okay. Smashing pumpkins indeed. Truly, we are the pumpkin, though.
We can always put him in timeout, just say the word. Terrible joke. Come on, what's the point in giving me power if I can't abuse it?
It's true, but I fear that would be a bit hypocritical.
With great power comes great irresponsibility. That's how that goes, right?
That is what they say, yes. The next Spider-Man, Marvel's gonna have Stan Lee pop up on screen and have that be his one line.
It's gonna be Weekend at Bernie's using him the entire time.
Yep. They're actually planning to do that, if you missed it.
I must have.
Yeah, they built a CGI Stan Lee.
Of course they did.
They have him under contract to continue appearing in movies despite his death.
Oh, can't even catch a break when you're dead. It truly is corporate America.
Truly. Love how Marvel Studios are the sort of entity that Marvel heroes would fight in a Marvel movie.
Yeah. I was at a friend's birthday party, barbecue thing over the weekend, and we were talking about how a lot of characters, if they actually saw some of the stuff that various companies in the real world were pulling off, they'd be like, cool, so we're just going to declare war against the states?
Truly.
I mean, certain nameless CEOs would be top of the Avengers shit list.
The Punisher is a particularly stark example of someone who would murder most of his fans.
Yep. Well, it's something that we've lamented many times, is that you just cannot be a Punisher fan anymore. Because, just having any kind of paraphernalia with his skull on it
It's
automatically makes you look a bit suspect.
Yeah.
At best. That's why they've changed his skull and got him working with the hand in the comics now. It's because the brand itself had become too toxic.
Yeah. What is the hitbox on this goddamn thing? Okay.
I don't know, but putting it into fast forward probably won't help.
Didn't help there, but let's try it again. No, that was a misclick. Ah. Timing's off. Bam. Okay.
And now it's just taunting you.
Yep. It got me. Thought it worked. Yeah, my timing is all the shot to hell by that weird pattern. The lasers should start soon. Or this attack that I've never seen before.
Okay, just mixing it up.
Sometimes you gotta, when you're this simple of a boss. Okay, there's the laser. There's some jump rope. This should be the toxic gas.
And immediately into the lasers.
Yeah. So the hitbox on the lasers is weird. Didn't hit me at first, so it might just be broken. Come on, we're so close. Ugh.
Ah,
Had to say it out loud.
damn you, mechanized Guy Fieri.
Yep. This boss is easy, but cheap as hell.
Yeah. Although this is the first boss that we've fought so far that's had more than one or two types of attack.
True, yeah. Yeah, it just goes to sleep for a long time. Lulls you into a false sense of security. Then has a gigantic hitbox that lasts forever. Cutscene skippable. Good to know. Charge and the toxic gas have the same startup animation.
Yeah. Genuinely, I don't know if that's intentional.
Yeah,
Could just easily be a programming oversight.
I would say probably. Oh. Yep, that's expected. Thank you. Oh, that's the frame limiter. Damn it all.
No!
Hate these F keys. F these
those
F
keys.
keys.
Damn it, the streams are getting crossed.
Why does he not attack sometimes? That's the hardest thing, is when he doesn't attack. Because it makes no sense. There. No attack. What am I to do? Do something. That definitely should not have hit me. But I'm unsurprised that it did.
Yeah. That's... I wouldn't say it's forgivable, but the hitboxes are a bit janky, but it's not surprising.
Yeah. Not in the least. I'm waiting. We'll wait each other out. I'll be here all day.
It's like the weirdest stare down I've ever seen.
Yep. And then he is invincible until he starts a new attack.
It's the pumpkin and a cog that's really into Smash Mouth mad dogging each other.
Yep. Never gotten hit by this attack. Now I'm gonna,
No.
but it seems easier than the rest.
It's that one that you usually wind up getting hit by.
Yeah. 'Cause the hitbox on that one is absolutely fucked.
Yeah, it seems like you need to be in the very bottom left corner.
Yeah. And also it persists until the next attack begins. So you literally have no chance to counterattack when that goes off. Multi-jump rope. Triple jump rope. It's an easy attack, but
It is really into laser float right now.
there we go. I was just gonna keep pressing that attack button until one of us died. Thankfully it was him this time.
I toss it like a frisbee. Also, that thing on the left-hand side kind of looks like a reject from where the wild things are.
Yeah, it really does. I wonder what Dummy does.
It's just an extra life,
Oh yeah.
or a one-time revive. Death Mask just gives you extra damage.
Right. That would be good,
think
but
it
you have
might
to
only-
save up like 4 levels to get it.
Yeah, it might only be if you're using the chainsaws, though, because it just pulls it on and starts going crazy.
Mm. It's all too rare that you get to use the chainsaws. More frogs. Naturally.
Red this time. No, ready, pinkish.
Yep. And a mushroom with a trumpet.
I thought it was only skeletons that could do it.
Yeah, you would think.
This is just turning my worldview upside down.
Yep. It's a full skeleton band. Or skeleton. Mushroom band.
Can't even tell the difference between a mushroom and a skeleton. What the hell? Yes, this is Splatter Master, which is a sort of cheap rip-off / loving homage to the Splatterhouse games, but instead of a man looking for his girlfriend, we are a pumpkin-headed skeleton, scarecrow thing, looking for the kindly couple that were kidnapped by a demon lord.
Yep, animate scarecrow
Too much.
fights whatever the hell happens to wander into our way. We insist on killing everything we see in our quest to save somebody.
Yeah, to be honest, it was just a generic old couple. For all I know, it could be Ma and Pa Kent from Superman.
Pretty much, yeah. They're slightly more anime, but other than that.
Well, there have been a couple of DC manga, so, you know, you kind of squint a bit. Oh, and the game also has a rockin' soundtrack.
That's true. Full points for soundtrack. RPG-style upgrade system. It is fully featured. This is by far the best game I've ever played. Get your bike horn out of here. This level has a lot of health, and our upgrades are starting to pay off.
Yeah.
This section is awful, though.
Can you jump on the toadstools?
Yeah. Keeps us out of the range of the spores,
Yeah.
but the enemies don't join us up there. Blue was not built around flying enemies, because those are really poorly implemented.
There's a new one coming out that's about Superman eating at Japanese restaurants. Ah. I really hope it's just Superman's slice of life. Talking about ramen.
So apparently I have to platform on the mushrooms, but I can't?
Maybe that's why you need the double jump?
That would make sense. However, I don't have the double jump.
Did you actually kill the final bat creature? Or did it fly off the screen?
They don't have a proper death animation, so when you kill them, they do just sort of fly off the screen.
Hmm.
Weird. Let's try something. Okay, I saved at the beginning of the level. Have I softlocked this game? Let's find out. Technically, new enemy type. Rotten teeth with springs.
The wobbly teeth.
Baby teeth, we'll call them. Kill the frog. How does this frog have so much HP? It's all that blood.
It's blood.
Look at the lips on that mushroom.
Meanwhile, there's one of those masked teeth just staring off into the middle distance.
Yep. They're as confused as we all are. Okay, the drummer is a real pain in the ass. Once he starts playing, you can't get near him. And once he starts sporing...
He does, just as a gigantic hitbox.
Yeah, and attacks in every direction. Boy. So last time I went berserk with this, and it got us a lot further. Certainly a lot faster, too.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't balance the game around us having a chainsaw at all times, but they should have.
It wouldn't even be so bad if there was other equipable weapons.
Yeah.
You know, just like finding a baseball bat or something lying around.
Absolutely. That's something
Just
original Splatterhouse has on this game.
Yeah. Or even keeping it in theme, the horror theme, just finding like a machete or a butcher knife somewhere.
Yeah. I could go for that sort of thing. Now we fight wild chicken fish. I guess this is where they came from before they started getting farmed.
I swear that those things remind me of something. I've seen something like them in a game before.
I mean, they remind me of Mort the Chicken, but they don't look anything like anything in Mort the Chicken. It's just what I think of when I see video game chickens. That game is a work of art.
That's certainly something.
I was researching that game, thinking of doing like video essays on it, and then GDQ turned it into a meme, so I don't have to do anything like that anymore. Top of the screen here, there are corpses in the vines.
Oh,
that's a nice touch.
Never noticed those.
Yeah, I barely noticed them.
Okay, I was looking at some of the other games. So Mort the Chicken was put out by Crave Games, and Crave Entertainment, who were kind of a big deal back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
They put out tons of shovelware.
Yeah, I was having a look at some of the other games they did, because I know that they released a few good games, like Jade Cocoon 1 and 2. And you look at everything else they've released, and it is unmitigated crap.
Yep.
But they also put out Vagrant Story in Europe.
Yeah, you see that with like Majesco as well. Majesco is another company that put out tons of shovelware, and also Psychonauts.
Blood Rain.
Yep. Blood Rain is shovelware.
Sorry?
Blood Rain is shovelware.
Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I had to play both of those games.
I'm just gonna ignore that for our friendship. Yeah, I remember they also did Shadow Madness, which just recently received a remake / remaster. Really bad game. I don't know why it got a do-over, because it is terrible. And it's really disappointing because one of the main folk behind it was Ted Wilsey, who was responsible for all the 16-bit Squaresoft translations.
Blood Rain also just got a remaster. Go ahead, make your I was gonna say Mara from Shin Megami Tensei joke.
Yeah.
Oh, they're singing at me. Actually, yeah, I have a little tiny bit of chainsaw for once. Not much tell for when they start sporing. Or singing,
don't
for
really
that matter.
have any quick escape.
Yeah, I mean, I have a block button that I never use. Even though I spent money on it. Yeah, right there, I was doomed. But I gotta save. Let's kick these mushrooms.
A rare sentence.
Yep. I was gonna say kick these dicks, but I thought better of it.
Bit too on the nose.
Yes, indeed. Killed one of them. Compared to the last boss, though, these attacks are very, very dodgeable.
Yeah.
And compared to the Bob's Big Boy, it's so much easier to do.
As long as you don't have to try and get behind him to take out the rest of his tentacles.
Yeah. You sort of do. You have to get really, really close there. And one of the tentacles is holding a sword for some reason. I don't want to know what that reason is.
Attacks?
Yeah. In case we have a poison resistance. As usual, it will only attack at certain health thresholds. Ah, Conductor's Baton. Makes more sense.
Yeah. Looks more like a saber to me, but...
Yeah, it's curved.
Yeah. It would make more sense if he's supposed to be if it's meant to be a mushroom orchestra.
Yeah. I would explain why all the other mushrooms were instrumentalists of varying sorts. Really just percussionists and brass, but... Okay, now he's getting into his desperation phase.
Now he's getting a bit frisky with his baton.
So close.
Oh.
Just needed to back off one more time, but I was impatient. That was a good combo of attacks out of that thing. Filled the air with random notes, so that when I tried to escape from the spores, I had to run into the notes.
It's a shame it was probably unintentional.
Yeah, I mean... it's fortuitous design. It's not going into the punching and slashing phase, which is worrisome, honestly. But maybe it simply won't.
G has been favorable.
Yeah. That was actually a fun, good boss. That wasn't too hard.
And then he shriveled up and died.
Yep.
Best not to think about that too much.
Also, we clearly glitched the game and just didn't advance screens for no good reason.
Yeah. Thought that might be the case, because I'm sure one of the bosses just ascended to Stovacore.
Yep. Alright, onto a mine or something?
Wild Wild West.
Train Canyon. Mau Mau Milk. I have
Really getting a good amount
iframes.
of time with the chainsaws now.
Yeah, so many upgrades. It's one of the reasons I have so much longevity at this point. A real health bar. The game's getting more fun the later you get into it. And actually a little bit easier.
And that chicken just committed self-yeet.
Yeah, they keep
And
doing
that
that.
one.
Weird.
I mean, if it saves you the bother.
Yeah, truly. Fossils here. Probably worth more than whatever they were mining up. Get them coming out of the train.
I think it looked like you were riding on one of the bat's backs.
Yeah, it was something like that. I got them while they were swooping and weird stuff happened. Like it swooped and then it stayed low. That never
Flipping is
happens.
bad.
Truly. So we're doing this game right now because you brought it up randomly, and it was obviously the perfect game for me to do. And we should have it knocked out real quickly. So it wasn't much of a much of an investment. But
This is stage 5, and there's only 7 in the full game.
yeah.
2 endings, but not really much need to go through both of them.
Yeah, exactly. Now that people know about it, they can look up that other ending.
It's on YouTube.
Watch someone who's good at the game. Oh no.
Yeah, there is actually like numerous videos on this, including one which is like, hey, here's how you defeat all the bosses without taking a hit. I'm like, I understand being proud of your achievements and wanting to show off to people. Splatter Master, though.
Yeah, Splatter Master. Speaking of which, you have an enemy out of bounds.
Oh, he glitched out again.
Okay, he's coming back.
Hey.
We get to advance this time. We're not permanently soft-locked. These things are so badly programmed. The flying ones.
Yeah, I was actually checking to see if there were any known soft locks for the game, just in case.
We know one now. And terrible perspective platforming. And this.
Oh, bloody hell.
Vomiting, shrieking flesh blob.
I'm okay with the surprise appearance of the flesh monster. Does it have to scream like a child?
Seriously.
It's a little disturbing.
Just the tiniest bits. Oh, the bombs are getting to me. And becoming more numerous. We'll just leave the death baby alone.
Just run. Just run very quickly.
Not even from the danger, just the horror of it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever got this far when I played it, unsurprisingly, or I would have remembered that.
Yeah, I can see why. This is definitely a worthy curiosity. The design is so good in everything but the gameplay.
Yep. I feel like this is the kind, like, if you went in and you could reprogram it so it was a bit more not terrible.
Yeah.
Is it really the only way to say it? I think you would genuinely have like a bona fide cult classic in your hands.
Yeah. But they did what they could for a super budget title.
I mean, most of the Simple 2000 series were done in 8 months or less.
Yeah.
I think it's only maybe a handful that actually got any kind of significant development. And one of those was the crossover fighting game that they did. Had little Scarecrow dude from this, an EDF soldier, one of their games, well, several of their games had a mascot character, kind of like the old Ridge Racer series.
Yeah.
They had Reiko Nagase. They had a character who showed up in a couple of their games, who they just sort of retroactively made their mascot, so she shows up in it. There's another game
from Demolition Girl.
Yeah, she was in that.
Right. Someone on Something Awful Let's Played every single one of those games.
Yeah.
Selenic Martian.
Yeah. Concept is interesting.
Speaking of which, interesting concept here.
You thought you'd seen the last of the phallic bosses?
Never. Not in Splatterhouse. Although legitimate Splatterhouse is, not very hypersexualized. Like, only by way of H.R. Giger.
Yeah. I mean, it gets a bit weird when you see lots of pink throbbing things on screen at once, but, that could mean anything, really.
Truly. That's just your own dirty mind, misreading perfectly innocent things.
Sometimes a gore pile is just a gore pile.
Yep. The hitbox on that. In that last section, there was a bunch of barely noticeable glass on the floor that dealt damage.
Yeah.
It sucked.
I wasn't sure if that was actually hurting you or not.
Oh, it definitely was.
Anyway, this is what happens when you don't wash your fleshlight.
It becomes a anglerfish.
It starts asking unfortunate questions like, "Are you my daddy?"
Yep. Just keep kicking it back out of here. Get off screen already. There we go.
Go away. Go.
I want to look at you. Nothing personal. There we go. I can also get randomly smashed by the falling meteors.
Yeah, it seems just completely random.
Yeah. It's weird boss behavior, how inconsistent it is so far. So I might be in a bit of an unwinnable state here.
Yeah, all the bosses seem to be complete RNG.
Absolutely. Spot here is surprisingly safe until you get hit with a random meteor.
This spot surprisingly said crunch.
Like, if I'm not mistaken, this spot actually is 100% safe except for RNG meteors.
Yeah.
So eventually I'm gonna get hit, though. If it does the meteor attack, which it doesn't necessarily have to do. Like right now, no meteors. We might be good.
Man, it seems that once it starts calling them, it doesn't stop.
Truly, yeah. And there's something going on behind the throbbing pink mass. But it's not affecting me right now. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Works for me. Like I said, that's a safe spot as long as you don't get hit with a random meteor.
For a minute there, I was afraid you were going to have to take out the minions as well.
Yeah. We can actually afford a dummy. But I have save states. We're never going to afford the death mask.
No, you need to really work at learning to combo.
Yep. Absolutely, because you can get like triple the amount of money if you get a good combo going. The snow level. I love snow levels. As long as it's not an ice level.
No one likes ice levels.
Truly. Break them all. Seems better to use the spin, which is not nearly as demanding of your fuel.
Mm.
I don't trust Pinky here, though. What is this ghost doing? Is it just an environmental thing, or is it trying to hurt me? It looks like it's spawning enemies, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a ghost that looks constipated before.
That's what these monsters are.
Devil poops.
Yep. Turns out we're playing Binding of Isaac.
Every game is
monstrous
Binding of
turds.
Isaac.
Yep. It's just gonna be infinite enemies, and that's gonna knock us off of a narrow platform. And that's just a bomb. Love it. Flying fish. Check that out. And a submarine.
All this stops now.
Come on. Can't do anything if you don't drift over my way. I've got nothing.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually stuck in the hitbox for the submarine.
Yeah, I would say that is pretty likely. Unfortunately. Even though the submarine is literally doing nothing, it's just part of the background. It's still screwing us over.
Yeah, ice physics would be my idea of hell.
Yeah, this would be close to unplayable. As opposed to, effectively unplayable, which it currently is.
Close to unplayable instead of just really, really annoying.
Yeah. Probably save before that horrible platforming section this time.
Yeah. Like, just to reiterate, this isn't a bad game, it's just a poorly programmed one.
Yeah. Also,
It has some
it's an arcade
combat
throwback.
decisions which are just really, really weird.
Yep. As an arcade throwback, it is actually trying to munch your quarters, which don't exist.
Yeah. Like, the fact that you have one life and it just boots you back to the beginning of the stage is, I don't want to say unforgivable, but completely pointless.
Yeah.
Like, this was at a point where lives in games were just really not a thing anymore. Like, what's the point when you can just restart and save your game?
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to give you $20 worth of content on, not nearly that level of design. So they made it really artificially difficult.
Yeah. $10 of game in a $20 package.
Yep. And if it didn't have the $20 price point, it wouldn't have nearly as nice visual design.
I mean, it's clear that when they were designing this game, this was clearly a passion project for someone.
Yep.
Like, someone was told, right, design a horror-themed beat 'em up. And they were like, oh shit, this is my time to shine. Or possibly even just design a cute platformer.
If that's what they were going for, this is like the worst platformer I've ever played.
It's not a good platformer, no. It's a fun game, but it's not good.
Platforming is what Game Over'd me most recently. And once again, got a flying tooth. Leaving the arena, where are you going?
When will my flying tooth return from the war?
Going right for the moon. Okay, we're free. All saved up. Not gonna go for the barrel over there. I am gonna get knocked off by every single flying fish. I don't want to wait for them, but I also want them dead.
That's interesting. Apparently the boss is a special death animation if you finish them off with the chainsaws.
I believe it.
The train fleshlight thing, you can cut its head off.
Nice. I considered trying that on the mushroom because I still had a little bit of chainsaw fuel when I was fighting that thing. This is the worst.
Yeah, the game would be a lot more playable if it didn't have those things in it.
Yeah, the flying things.
Could do without the spearfish as well.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. One punch and now they are out of reach. Stuck behind something. Periscope, somehow. One down.
Can you block their attacks? Just in case it stuns them or something?
Thing is, their attacks, they always attack in the wrong direction.
Mm.
I couldn't get hit by their attacks if I was trying.
Just in case it was one of those situations where, you know, you block it, they get stunned.
Yeah. Could be. I don't think this game is anywhere near that deep. Although the block is supposed to be a parry. So there might be a mechanic like that. Hidden somewhere. Not worth exploring.
Let's be honest, anything's possible with this bloody game.
Yep. Although, like you said, there is a surprising amount of documentation on it, so...
Yeah.
If it exists, there's probably a video of it on YouTube.
I would not be surprised if someone was like, it was my life's ambition to do a 1cc hitless run of this game. And again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying, why this one?
The other ones are too competitive. Are we gonna fight the moon?
Yeah.
Oh, no, a little cute squid.
Mars people! Oh no, it's a Kirby boss.
It is the moon, actually. We're playing Inscription all of a sudden.
But yeah, I was going to say, imagine getting a world record is so much easier when you're the only one playing the game.
That is true. Okay, the moon can also shoot meteors. And control the waves. I need to work out the timing on these waves. Would you believe the hitboxes are hard to read?
Never. Although I will say a moon using wave attacks is pretty clever.
It really is.
But that is genuinely annoying, how smart that is.
Okay, I got the waves. Figure those out. Random meteors are still going to be a problem. Yep, that sort of problem. It really comes down to RNG on a lot of these bosses.
Yeah. If you just want to keep doing that, never mind.
Yeah, if only. One of those meteors would have hit me eventually. What's this? Finish him. I finished him. I cut his moon face off.
Cut him in half like a tennis ball.
That kind of ruled. It was manageable for once. Might as well go for the double jump.
Yeah.
Going into, what, the final level?
Yep.
Nice.
Also, thinking about it, the double jump might help with the bats if you can get up to their height.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Couldn't make them any worse. A lot of games have a double jump where your second jump is maxed out. Like, it does give us a little extra height, I think. Certainly keeps us in the air longer, at least. This music is definitely a throwback to Splatterhouse.
Oh, yeah.
The background is like the late game of Splatterhouse 3.
Yep, the sort of Incan, Aztec, Mayan thing.
Yep. And also that scene where you find Jen's ghost in Splatterhouse 2.
Yep.
Finally showing our influences outside of the title.
Yeah, strictly speaking, we've been playing as Biggie Man this entire time.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. And that would make that Rick that we just sliced in half.
How funny would it be if this just all turned out to be Biggie Man's backstory?
Just like Wampaku Graffiti is technically Rick's backstory.
Yep. And then it turns out that the old man that you're rescuing is Dr. West. Don't you feel good now?
You were the villain all along. We should have known when we were slicing the face off the moon.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna need money ever again.
No, as I said, there are unlockables, but I think you just get those depending on difficulty.
Probably, yeah.
And if you get the second ending. So we're going a bit Silent Hill now.
Yeah. Destruction. Haven't had that pop up before. Stun lock him. That's very nice. And... okay. I was worried I was soft locked. It's always a possibility. Gotta take out this Iron Maiden.
that was surprisingly simple.
Yep. For a mini-boss. But now there's many.
Yeah. I was expecting it to be a mini boss. Don't know why.
Yeah, I mean it was, and then instantly degraded. Half a room over. I do like the little hearts on the Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Probably the cutest Iron Maidens I've seen in quite some time. And again, remarkably well designed for such a simple game.
Yep. These enemies are actually fair. I can avoid their attacks if I play properly.
Get behind them.
Exactly. As usual, the game continues to get more fun the deeper you get. See, that's cool. The lightning is what makes these things appear to have eyes, yeah. So there's actually a suspended black dot in the center.
Yeah, and the sort of railing graphics behind them as well.
Yeah.
That, you know, move as you move as well.
Yeah, parallax scrolling.
Yeah, that is ridiculously well done for a game like this.
Strong agree. Hey, Dracula.
Oh, okay, now it's the end of Streets of Rage. He's going to sit in his chair and summon bad guys and then ask you if you want to join him.
If he throws that wine glass, all sassy-like, well, that would be really cool.
Had enough talk.
It's not wine, it's grape juice.
T-posing aggressively to establish dominance.
He truly is. And he's flying. They knew flying was the ultimate enemy move. He's not spilling his wine.
You were making jokes about this being a Castlevania boss, but he kind of is now.
He really is. And I can barely reach him if I double jump, but not if I don't.
Seems a bit bass-backward, but okay.
Yeah, it's a good thing I bought that.
I can imagine at this point it's impossible not to have enough money to have it.
Yeah, because I didn't even play very well.
You've really been mismanaging your funds.
Yeah, and I maxed out. You'd have to buy, like, nothing but dummies.
And now he's summoning bosses.
Yeah. That's also very Castlevania-esque. There are a lot of Castlevanias that end with a boss rush. Bloodlines comes to mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's like my favorite
Treasure
Castlevania.
Does love their boss rushes.
Yeah. I mean, technically that was...
games which were nothing but.
It's true. That one was a Konami production right after Treasure split off, but clearly there was a lot of crossover with people who work with the Treasure guys.
Yeah. Is he actually low enough that you can combo him now?
Worth a shot. Nah, he's 1 inch off the ground, so that's too high. And he doesn't shoot fire, he shoots lightning, yeah. He's getting to half health. He might have desperation attacks.
Or it looked like he was about to drink there.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Something.
It's not nothing. It's not giving him health. Maybe it'll turn him into the Cookie Monster.
Looked like he was about to spit something.
Maybe. I kind of want to see it, and I kind of don't want to see it because it'll probably instantly kill me. Oh, he's riding a cog.
Oh, blimey.
Wonderful. Wonder how many of the other bosses he can summon at this point, I assume. Most, if not all of them.
Yeah. Wouldn't guess the train, but most of the others.
Yeah. He's got to have a second phase. Actually got 2 hits before he teleported. And now... about to die. As the bird attacks behind itself. Yep.
Ah,
Locked into a corner. Legitimately
yeah,
couldn't
that was
move.
unlucky.
Yep. Got some chainsaw ammo. I can use that at an opportune time. First, we'll grind him down and avoid the bird, which is the true final boss, apparently. Ah, got me while I was doing the ground slam. Oh, he's on the ground. Stay there.
See, I thought he was getting lower as you hit him.
Yeah, it was something like that. Right there was because I wasn't hitting him that he decided to get to the ground. Weird. This boss makes no sense.
Best not to think about it.
Truly. It's Goblin Dracula. What do you expect? Don't think I can attack him while he's doing the bird. So many of his attacks are interruptible too. This is weird.
And also the third hit of your combo does so much damage to him.
Yeah, I noticed that only one of the attacks actually hits. But it appears to do increased damage, so it's still worth it. Come on, you. Get him close to the ground again. I could bust out the chainsaws and go completely berserk. But instead, he went extra high. Drinking his wine doesn't seem to do anything.
Nope, there we go. Hey!
He's dead. There we go. Here's the Cookie Monster phase. He can sweep me off the edge. I should definitely have saved before getting hit multiple times.
Get flashbacks to the Marvel vs. Capcom series.
Yeah. Knew there was going to be a second phase. So, we did this whole game, spur of the moment, not very much planning. Just out of opportunity, really. So what should we do next?
Well, I have a list of suggestions.
Yeah, so far our list is Shadow of Rome and this.
Yep.
And God of War 2, but that's definitely not going to be next.
Yeah. Probably best not to do that for another few weeks.
Yeah.
So I was looking mostly because I've got like something like 150 odd PS2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at the stuff that I have played. I can be like, okay, I know for a fact that this is going to be interesting at the very least.
Yeah.
Cut out all the RPGs, except maybe one or two, and that's only because they're interesting. So we've got Nano Breaker, which is an interesting, quote-unquote, beat 'em up, where cyborgs drain blood, and you have to beat the blood out of the cyborgs.
Yeah, I've seen that game. That is very Double Dare-esque.
Yeah, very. it has some interesting art choices. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say. Maximo, which is a couple of fun. Seeing as how this is inspired by Splatterhouse, Maximo was originally intended to be an update of Ghouls and Ghosts.
Oh, nice.
Very fun kind of action platformer.
Yeah, I meant to check that one out and never did during the PS2 generation.
Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which is the prototype version of Prototype.
Yep. Isn't that Xbox 360 generation?
Prototype was, Ultimate Destruction was PS2. Same team worked on both of them. So there's a lot of crossover between the two. Stuff like taking cars and turning them into essentially brass knuckles, running up the sides of buildings, picking up tanks and throwing them at other tanks. You know, it's you look at one and you look at the other, and it's like, yeah, I can see that. Like, this is the early test beta version, and this was the completed one.
Yeah. It also influenced the Bottle Rocket Flash game that never existed, but was going to.
Which one was that?
Bottle Rocket was going to make a game based on the Flash.
Oh, right. So when you said Flash game, I thought a game made in Flash.
Yeah, that is confusing. It was actually really hard to talk about the Flash game in a recent video. For that exact reason. It still is hard.
There's a ton of superhero games that never really made it past the concept phase, or maybe like an early beta. There was meant to be one based on Daredevil when the movie came out, which was going to have an Easter egg in which you try and go into first person mode, and you just get a blank screen. Daredevil's blind, so.
Yep.
Psyops, which is a fun psychic physics platformer.
The Mindgate Conspiracy?
Yep.
I've done that one.
Oh, yeah, so you have.
Yep.
Galarians 1 and 2. The first one is a Resident Evil style game. Second one is a Resident Evil 4 style game, even though I think it came out before Resident Evil 4.
I've never seen the entirety of the second game. I've seen parts of it.
Second game is difficult to like, but it has a very interesting setting, visual style, more RPG-ish in that you can actually upgrade your psychic powers. But it's one that I have a soft spot for because I really like the original. And because the CGI movie based on the original was a lot of fun.
I've always been curious about that thing. 2. That's definitely doable. That's been on my list to do for years, actually.
Yeah. Suffering, very underrated horror game. Suffering 2, not great.
So I've heard from people who love the Suffering.
Yeah, the original is a superb game. Amazing character designs by Stan Winston's people. Second game exists and is just
against all odds. Those are my favorite genre of games, is PS2 sequels to games that were obscure in the first place.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, most of the games that I own are like PS2 games that are kind of jank but also kind of fun, despite or because of it.
Specifically the sequels that shouldn't exist, like the sequel to Shinobi. Yeah, that's one of them.
Nightshade.
Yeah, Nightshade, that's the one.
Yep, we got that as well.
Speaking of which, we should do Shinobi, but that's a difficult game.
Yeah, I had it at one point. Don't know why I got rid of it, but I could never get particularly far in it because the game expects you to chain everything.
That's for sure. You are meant to one-hit kill every boss in the game.
Yeah.
Which is doable, but very difficult.
Yep. Beautiful Joe 1 and 2.
Totally. We talked about that earlier, and I was like, yeah, we should do that.
Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, which I was telling you about off stream.
Yep. You have a very
which is
personal obsession with that one.
Yep, it is the most insane Tolkien product ever. It came out and people were screaming canon defilement to the high heavens, which only made me love it more.
Nice.
Rygar, which was God of War before God of War.
Yeah. Because like the NES Rygar was also very God of War-ish.
Yep, I think it came out like 18 months before God of War. And I think, in fact, I think it was actually the day it came out, they announced, oh, by the way, we're working on this game called God of War, and it just vanished without a trace. Again, not a terrible game, but it does have some very questionable design choices. Bujingai, which is a character action game starring visual kei singer Gact.
Yeah, from the developers of Blood Will Tell. So you know it's quality.
There is some quality to be found, but it's the kind where you just sort of turn to the screen and go, now that's quality. Trapped. Game not based on the shitty nu metal band. It's part of the Deception series, where you lure people into whatever mansion or castle or manor you happen to be in, and dispatch them with a series of booby traps.
Yeah. You play as an affiliate of Satan. Literally, the name Satan is your boss.
Yep. First game, you are literally working for Satan.
Yeah.
Second game, you're working for a race of blue-skinned aliens called the Timenoids. Hugh, I swear I'm not making this up every time you talk about it.
Yeah, the Deception series is certainly a thing.
Onimusha, because they're always fun. Except, still never was able to get past the sliding puzzle in the first game, which I think I mentioned last time.
Yeah.
I instilled a lifelong hatred of sliding puzzles in any game. Cannot stand them. Gungrave.
I know that one.
Is a series of heavily anime inspired. The main character designer for it was the creator of Trigun.
Didn't they retroactively make an anime out of it?
Not retroactively. It came out the same time as the game, and it tells the backstory. So
Nice.
The game is about undead assassins, and the anime is about a. It's basically a pseudo sci-fi mob drama.
Nice.
So people going into it are like, "What the fuck?" It's really good, but it's as far removed from the anime as you possibly can get. It only starts getting really sci-fi in like the last 8 episodes. Which is a action RPG.
I missed that. Baroque, you said?
Baroque, yes.
Yeah, I know Baroque.
As in Baroque music, Baroque architecture. World is completely destroyed after several apocalypses, and you have to go into a tower which is buried underground. So you go in through the top and you have to climb your way through the bottom. Amazing soundtrack, very heavily horror and survival horror themed.
It's a Shin Megami Tensei roguelike.
Kind of, but it does its own thing. It's not based on myth or legends or anything.
True, yeah.
But yeah, it's not the kind of game that we could really finish because it is incredibly long.
Yeah.
But it would be good for a couple of sessions. And as I said, the atmosphere, the music, even the intro are absolutely astounding. Love it to bits.
Yeah, that was one I was going to consider pitching, but it seems impossibly long.
It is. It's also very heavily roguelike.
Yeah.
And the original came out in like '97 on the PS1 and Saturn, so predates predates the modern concept of the roguelike by at least 2 decades.
Yep.
Or a decade, sorry. But yeah, every stage is randomly generated. All the items. You progress the story by going in. So you need to go in to the tower. You go through 4 floors. That's the first loop. You go in again. You go through 10 floors. That's the second loop, and then it keeps going like that. You can save at the end of every floor, but end of the day, small mercy. It's a very hard game. I racked up like 30 or 40 hours in it and never really got particularly far. Absolutely loved it though.
Yep, that's definitely a thing.
But yeah, that's all the PS2 stuff. Obviously, there's stuff like the Resident Evil games, like Code Veronica. You probably get Outbreak up and running.
I don't know. I've never played any Resident Evil game besides 4.
Oh, okay. Code Veronica was one of the last.
I know it. I know all about them. I just never played any of them.
Fair enough. Code Veronica, good game, incredibly cheesy, even for Resident Evil. Not as bad as 4, but in a different way.
Rude. This boss doesn't take any damage. And I can't save while fighting the boss.
Take it, you can't, you have to jump, you can't just combo him normally?
Yep, I tried.
At least you can block his attacks.
Yeah. Haven't used the block the entire game. It is very useful
and
here.
Now it's showing its worth.
Truly.
The weirdest Chekhov's gun I've ever seen.
Damn it all.
Oh, and I'm being informed I should also suggest The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2.
That'll never happen, but worth a shot.
Sorry, I tried.
Yep, you sure did.
I'm not going to say who it was that suggested that, but regular viewers will probably have an inkling.
I have a suggestion that never would have come up, but it's a game called Deadhead Fred.
Oh, the
PSP exclusive.
zombie game.
Yeah.
PSP one, yes. There's also...
I've been wanting to do it, and like the gameplay is very repetitive, so I couldn't do it in any reasonable way. But it won like a best writing award at a video game writing award ceremony specifically. So,
oh well, if PSP games are on the table, then definitely recommend Rengoku 2: Stairway to Heaven. Very cool action game with RPG elements, where robots have to climb a tower for some unspecified reward. But one of the cool things about it is, as you beat enemies, they drop weapons. So like guns, crossbows, swords, hammers, that sort of thing. But you can put those weapons... You've got 5 weapon slots. Arms, left arm, right arm, legs, torso, and head. And a lot of those weapons you can put in any of those slots. So you can mount a revolver in your skull, turn both your arms into swords, have a flamethrower mounted in your chest. Really cool atmosphere, really dark and impressive. Fantastic soundtrack.
yeah, I never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's a really... I don't want to say obscure game, but...
Every PSP game is obscure.
Yeah. Launch title was the first game was a launch title for the PSP. The sequel didn't get any fanfare, simply because the first game sucked. It's not great. but the second game has basically everything in the first game as a unlockable post-game dungeon. So there's no reason
Interesting.
not to play it.
The block doesn't work, so that's great.
We've entered the cycle of hurting.
Yeah.
So how come it's not working now? Because it was working fine before.
It's sort of RNG. Like, you have to be completely out of all animations, and there can be no other on-screen animations, and then a block will work.
Hmm.
So it's Dark Souls-esque. You need to be planning 10 steps ahead if you want to intentionally do a block. Otherwise, you're just hoping and praying. Yeah. So this boss counteracts everything that was good about this game.
Yeah. Should have stopped with the last one and just gone out in a high.
Yep. There's nothing difficult about this. It's just the randomness of the blocking and the randomness of the enemy attacks, which are all instantly lethal.
And the fact you've only got one hit point left.
Yeah. Like, blocking is an entire animation, and anytime during that animation, if you get hit, it is blocked. But you can't cancel that animation, and you can't start it at certain points. Oh, forgot to save.
I was just checking in case there were any cheats. Nothing but action replay codes.
Yeah. Cheats are a surprisingly, like, uncommon thing for such low-budget games.
Hmm.
I always discounted cheats, because they were cheating. Then I've made, like, multiple videos that were all about cheats. Oh, hey, the moon's back.
Oh, God. Hi. Did you miss me? You took my face.
Yeah, maybe it's just the face of the moon.
Although I did just realise this game actually proves that the moon is hollow now.
True. And full of blood.
Hollow moon confirmed. Earth still not flat.
What is this?
Oh no, that's just not fair.
Can't fight the moon. Of course.
I think that was a song from the Coyote Ugly soundtrack.
You're right. Got lucky with a lot of swipes missing there.
Yeah.
Did I find a blind spot?
Seems like.
Yeah. Okay, save at this point. Can't hurt the boss, though. That doesn't matter too much. I think we just have to wait. Play jump rope with the waves. We...
Guess that means the train will be coming back?
Possibly. Like maybe all the bosses that didn't show up in the first
Yep.
segment. No, the timing. Why? The first wave. Sometimes it has a hitbox and sometimes it doesn't.
Guess it's just time wasting now.
Yep. Endless waves of waves. We do get a slowdown animation when we hit him, at least. I wasn't ready for it.
It seems to be, yeah, round about where you're standing when you load the game up.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the sweet spot.
Yeah. That should keep me from jumping, I think? What do the spores do?
I have no idea. Maybe
They
the
look
place smell a
creepy.
bit funky.
Must be.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Here.
He's just making the place smell like cat pee.
Yep. Maybe that's enough. I really should be able to hit him here.
I mean, it's kind of weird that this is sort of like the Mega Satan fight from the Binding of Isaac. Except
Yeah,
he
it
can't
actually
take his
is.
hands.
Yeah. Oh, that should have been a dodge. That's fine. We're beyond half health.
Yeah. At this point, it's just a battle of attrition.
Yep. Who can abuse save states better? It's obviously me.
Thank God it's not Undertale.
Okay. Endless waves of waves.
What are we all doing, chat? You good?
They left. Can't blame them.
Yeah. This is one of those weird games where when it's good, it is really good.
Yep.
And when it's not, you kind of lose your will to live.
Still gonna upload it to YouTube. It's like, the good parts need to be seen, and the bad parts, you can scrub through them. Lucky you.
The boss is trying to kill you with ocean sleep sounds.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna have a third form, which is just ASMR videos. He transforms into an Asian girl with large breasts eating popcorn.
Haven't seen that one.
To be honest, as far as I'm aware, that's all ASMR videos are. It's all the ones I've seen, at least.
Okay, he's doing the real fight again. Come on, phase 3. No, die. Choke. Choke on your lies. Impossible. Me destroyed by someone like you. Get out of here, you fucker. Oh no. Our
I should
beloved
not
main
have found that
character.
as funny as I did.
It was very silly, yes. And that's the end.
Yep. I think the secret ending, you become a real boy.
That would make sense. And maybe, like, see the anime family again?
Maybe.
What a horrible, horrible end boss. But otherwise, excellent, fun, cool game.
Yeah, no, genuinely, the art, the character designs, the enemy designs, the music. You know, if it had some more competent programmers behind it,
Yeah.
this would have easily been a really kind of niche cult classic.
If they wanted it to be fun, it would have been very, very fun.
Mm.
They intentionally chose to make that final boss take a tenth of a fraction of a tiny, negligible, unneeded piece of damage every time you hit him. So 10 trillion hits to kill the final boss. Awful.
Yeah. It would have been so much better if they'd put in, like, damage and defense power-ups in the game.
Yep. And they did, but they set them at $5,000.
Yeah.
Rarely got to use our chainsaw. Many, many complaints. Just
Very
tweak
few
some
answers
numbers.
for skin draw.
Yep. But we did ultimately break that fucking face tonight. Go us.
Woo.
Everyone who got to see that train full of guts is lucky.
Boy howdy.
Yeah, this is one of those videos you get near the end and then you just turn it the hell off. That's how I feel about a lot of streams.
When you put it up on YouTube, just put an annotation, like, skip this half hour, just if you don't want to see the rest of the boss fight, because it's painful.
Yeah. Yeah, that final boss. What a nightmare. But this was a fun throwback to Splatterhouse, and it's in the style of, like, Wanpaku Graffiti, which is a really fun style that Splatterhouse doesn't explore often enough.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason, well, only reason this game's really remembered anymore, is because it is basically a throwback to an obscure parody game of a semi-obscure horror series.
Yep. It is as niche a thing as a thing could be.
And that's why we like it.
Truly.
So there is a cheat to unlock loads of stuff.
And there are question marks here. What could they be?
Let's see.
Look at this creepy
on the
dog.
press start screen,
Uh-huh.
press triangle 4 times, circle 3 times, cross twice, and square once.
Didn't work. I fucked something up.
Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Hey, that's a sound.
Yeah, that's the happy sound.
Nice. There we go. Infinite gasoline. Should have used cheats all along. New costume and new character. Let's real quick see what the new character looks like.
Survival is a sort of boss rush / Coliseum mode.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really know much more about it other than that.
Look at that. A different type of scarecrow. Looks like a beta version of the other one.
Yep. Rather than having chainsaws, you have big clawed hands like Freddy Krueger.
Look at that. Pretty cool. So yeah, fun game. We technically only scratched the surface, but also we saw way more than we needed to, so good times were had. We are gonna go on a break. I'm gonna play some Inscription. You don't have to stick around because it's super late for you, but thanks for joining me. Thanks for showing me this weird bullshit. Any final decision on what we should do next, or should we decide that off screen? Because it's gonna be like 5 days before we actually do our next game.
Yeah, probably off screen. But yeah, as always, plenty of fun. Even if it did get a bit aggravating towards the end.
Hell yeah. Good times. Gonna do a quick run of Inscription. Join me for that.